The year was 1666. Cambridge University was closed due to an outbreak of the Great Plague. One student, 23 years old, returned home to Woolsthorpe for shelter in place. Afforded time, he was able to pursue his own interests. As a result of those pursuits, the year 1666 is now known as the Year of Wonders. The student's name was Isaac Newton, and during that year, he developed calculus, optics, and the law of gravity. It just makes me think what will come out of our Year of Wonders. Today, we'll have four authors share their perspectives. And now I'd like to hand it over to our moderator for this discussion, author of Connections Change Everything, Kimberly Lane. Kimberly?
Thank you, Matt, and welcome everybody. Today we're going to hear not only from four business authors, but four business executives in the areas of corporate strategy, customer focus, teamwork, and leadership. They'll share how this Year of Wonders challenged not only them, but their clients on trying to find new and innovative ways to do business. Before we begin, let's meet our authors. First up, from North Carolina, we have Claire Price. She's author of the 70-page ebook titled Make Remote Work, Growth Strategies for the Remote Economy. Claire?
Thank you, Kimberly. I'm Claire Price, president of Octane Growth Systems, and I am a growth architect. I've seen too many business owners struggling to implement their visions, plans, and goals and not making it work. That's why I developed the Octane Growth System, the blueprint for accelerating your growth. And that's also why I wrote my new book, Make Remote Work. Make Remote Work is your guide to managing your people, your processes, and developing new products in a post-COVID world. Kimberly?
Thanks, Claire. Next up, from Northern California, we have Matt Schlegel, author of Teamwork 9.0. It's a book that illustrates a new way to create team effectiveness through the Enneagram. Matt?
Thanks, Kimberly. I'm Matt Schlegel, and my firm is Schlegel Consulting. We're team effectiveness experts. We work with teams to maximize their success. We've developed a suite of tools based on a powerful system called the Enneagram, tools that I share in my book, Teamwork 9.0. Our clients are delighted with how much faster teams reach their goals and how much more effective the solutions are. And I'm so happy to be with you here today.
Wonderful, Matt. Also from Northern California, we have Patricia Watkins. She literally just recently published her book titled Land and Expand, 6 Simple Strategies to Grow Your Top and Bottom Line. Patricia?
Thanks, Kimberly. As she mentioned, I'm Patricia Watkins, and I'm a sales growth expert, speaker, author, and managing partner of More Sales Advisors. We are an advisory group that works with companies who want to accelerate their sales results. Why did I write the book Land and Expand? Companies are always looking for best practices to accelerate sales, and especially now with orders impacted by COVID-19. Kimberly?
Thanks, Patricia. And I'm Kimberly Lane from Southern California. I'm a leadership development consultant and an employee engagement partner. I help leaders at all levels enhance the soft stuff that makes the hard stuff work. Think about it. In this remote economy, we have to be able to reach through that computer and really be able to relate to our employees and build relationships and build connections. My book, Connections Change Everything, has 16 simple connection corrections you can easily adopt on a daily basis to build better connections with your teams, better connections that increase productivity, profitability, and your employee retention. Our first question for our talk today is, what has made 2020 a year of wonder for you and your clients? Claire?
Well, Kimberly, it's surprise opportunities. When COVID hit, one of my clients, a software company, did what many companies did. They pulled back, ready to hunker down and wait out the storm. But that didn't stop one of their top sales reps from hitting the phones to customers and prospects, asking one simple question: what do you need today? He was looking up and around, not down. Well, it turned out that the shift toward remote work in the call center created an overwhelming demand for their Knowledge Anywhere software solution. Not quite what happened to Zoom, but pretty darn close. And it has opened so many opportunities for them in healthcare, financial services, and insurance. Their big problem now is getting new customers on board as quickly as they want to be. So the moral of this story is, no matter what's churning around you as a business owner, staying 100% focused on customer needs will keep your company on the right track. Kimberly?
Thanks, Claire. Focusing on people is key, right? In your case, it's focusing on the needs of the customer. For my leadership clients, this Year of Wonders has put a spotlight on the need to double down on their focus on their people. I think all of us have felt during this pandemic, if you will, a sense of isolation and realizing the importance of really human connection. And studies show that human connection really drives productivity, engagement, and lowers attrition. So this Year of Wonders, as I work with my leadership clients, they're really realizing they've got to double down on that focus, really make sure that they know their employees and are there for the employees and have their back so that they can drive the results they're trying to find in this year of 2020. Our next question: what are the big positive changes in this Year of Wonders? First up, we have Matt.
Yes, the big positive changes in this Year of Wonders. For me, it's been developing the habit of learning to unmute before speaking. And in addition to that, it's been the importance of finding ways to connect with friends, family, and clients when face-to-face contact has become reduced or eliminated. For example, in the before times, before the pandemic hit, I would meet each month with a group of neighbors for an evening game of cards. And once the pandemic hit and we were in lockdown, we wanted to carry on that tradition. Working together, we found a way to meet online, have our card game, interact on Zoom, and even play music in the background. And I've taken these lessons of using technology to connect with friends and family and have applied them to creating engaging online content for my workshops on team effectiveness and the Enneagram. And this experience has taught me again the importance of being flexible and adaptable. And it's also given me the opportunity to be open to new ideas and to new experimentation. And that's been the big positive change for me in this Year of Wonders.
Wonderful, Matt. Thank you. Next, we have Patricia.
You know, complimenting what Matt said, big positive changes. Families are getting closer. Colleagues are getting closer. Communities are getting closer. People are helping each other, and vendors are paying more attention to their customers. Very positive changes. Being customer focused is required in this time to retain and expand your footprint within your existing customers. The Year of Wonders has brought so many of us so much closer. People are more personal. They focus more on the personal side of the relationship than they ever did before, when it was just business, business, business. Now it's people truly caring about people. One of my clients has been in business for 18 years, and this is their best year ever. Kind of like Claire's customer, they didn't hunker down, because when COVID hit, my client continued to go above and beyond, supporting their customers, asking them what they needed and what they could do to better serve them. They never stalled, they never hunkered down. They reached out more than they ever had before. And again, they ended up with a banner year this year, because even though the customers were cutting their budgets, the budget that they had left, they were prioritizing it for those trusted vendors who continue to support them above and beyond. And again, delighted customers do buy more. Back to you, Kimberly.
Wonderful, Patricia. And Claire, what are your thoughts on the positive changes in this Year of Wonders?
Well, Kimberly, I have to say it's all about innovation. Innovation created the year of wonders for Newton, and it's been the same for me and my clients. Business owners are looking for innovative ideas because they know the old days are gone forever. CEOs are more open to total blue sky thinking and more willing to say, let's try it. And if it doesn't work, let's try something else. Because as one client said to me, what have I got to lose? In Make Remote Work, I share how to assess your company's strengths, mind map your possibilities, and develop a blueprint for innovation. And that includes learning how to be engaged and productive wherever you are. Now people have the freedom to live and work where they want to be, not where they have to be. And that includes me. I just relocated from Sacramento, California to Raleigh, North Carolina, and I couldn't be happier with the change.
Wonderful, Claire. And our next question goes to Patricia. What are the new challenges you see in leadership?
Two challenges stand out, and they're both related to connections. One of them is working virtual, and the other one is travel. As far as virtual, many employees benefit significantly from being in the office. Connections are key, and being around people, no matter if they're senior or junior people, you learn from each other. You get great ideas and you share best practices. The challenge of working virtual is onboarding, continuous learning, brainstorming, and just feeling connected. I believe right now there's another big challenge, and that's travel. And it relates to your personal connections, not only with your other team members who are in other states, but also with the customer, which is vitally important. And the challenge of being distant from your customers is as it relates to providing excellent customer service. And this has created quite a challenge. There was a study from Entrepreneur that 80% of companies or vendors thought they were providing superior customer service. 80% thought that, but only 8% of their customers would describe the services they've received in such glowing terms. The key is you need to communicate more with customers than you ever did before, because regular conversation is key. In person or online, you must provide the same or better levels of service to continue to delight your customers. Those are the biggest challenges I see. Kimberly?
Wonderful. Thanks, Patricia. Yes, we all know how bad customer experience can turn all of us just going to social media. Think about it. If your internet's down while you're trying to work from home and you call your customer service representative at your internet company and they're less than understanding and patient, of course you're going to quickly be posting to social media or looking for a new replacement, right? Well, leadership is no different, especially now when we find our leaders are not caring about what's going on, really trying to be supportive of us, really trying to check on us, maybe on a weekly basis if we need it, just because it's difficult from working from home or we feel disconnected. We have to be able to realize as leaders, we have the greatest impact on the happiness of our employees and whether they stay or go. And looking forward to the future, right now, millennials comprise 50% of the workforce. And by the year 2025, they will comprise 75%. And studies show, interesting enough, they are the ones feeling the most isolated and disconnected during this time. And they're demanding a different style of leadership as a result. They're really looking for leaders who are more collaborative. So I see for leadership moving forward is the new challenge is to one, look at ways to be more collaborative with your employees and your teams, but also to include an idea of being a coach as a leader, because the new leadership of today for the new employees is they don't want to be told what to do. They want to be working collaboratively and defining what's the solution to this project timeline, or collaboratively, they want to define their path to success for their career development. So I believe the new challenge of leadership today really is becoming more of a coach and mentor and not really dictating, if you will, what has to be done. Okay, so now that brings us to the word we're taking into 2021. So you're going to hear from each one of our authors as far as what their word is, and we'll begin with Matt.
Thanks, Kimberly. My word is engaging. I'm continuing to discover and apply innovative ways to engage my online audiences. In my work, I use a system called the Enneagram. And the Enneagram describes 9 personality types. Every day, I'm discovering how each Enneagram type is responding to the new online environment. And I'm taking these lessons and creating ever more engaging content. And that's what I'm bringing into 2021.
Wonderful. And we have Claire.
My word, Kimberly, is resilient. As Americans, entrepreneurs, and business owners, we are a resilient people. What we have faced and how we're bouncing back proves just how resilient we are. And as we continue to grapple with the changes wrought by COVID, I predict that we will surprise and delight each other with our innovative, genuine, caring, and resilient responses to the world around us. That's what makes 2020 the year of wonders for me.
Wonderful, Claire. And Patricia, what's your word?
My word, no surprise. I used a hyphenated word, customer focus. The companies who survived and thrived during this year of incredible wonders and COVID are the ones who focused on their customers, put them at the forefront, and made sure they really understood their customers, how to serve them better. And those are the companies that will continue to succeed and thrive during and after COVID. Being customer focused is the key differentiator. It was important before, but it's even more pronounced now. Again, my word, customer focused. Kimberly?
Thanks, Patricia. And I'm sure you all can guess my word is connections. This year of wonder has really put a highlight or spotlight on, this isolation we all are feeling. It's really been an isolation epidemic many years before this. It's just as growing now because of the pandemic. And as a result, we're all really realizing the importance of human connection. Like I talked about, reaching through that computer and creating a shared experience by talking about that guitar that person has in the back of their room, or picking up the phone and reaching out more frequently to a friend, a colleague, an employee, just to see how they're doing and to maintain that connection. So we need to continue to find more reasons to reach out and find shared experiences and find meaningful connection, not only with our personal life, with our family and our friends, but importantly in business, with our customer relationships and with our employees. Connections, that's my word for 2021. So now, in summary, the words for 2021. From Matt, it's engaging. From Claire, it's resilient. And from Patricia, it's customer focused. And my word, of course, is connections. If you're interested in reaching out to any one of our business executives and business authors, please feel free to reach out to them via their website listed here. You can also find the title of their book that was recently published. We really appreciate your time today, and we look forward to any comments you might have. And I hope you made this your year of wonders.